Welcome back, Truth Seeker. Sunday, December 16th, 2018. We have the Los Angeles Lakers at the Washington Wizards. The Lakers are a 2.5-point favorite despite being on the road. Again, their record is 18-11. The Lakers 7-7 away. The Wizards are 11-18, 7-6 at home. And starting with the date numerology, it's the 350th day of the year, leaving 15 days remaining. The date numerology 66, big number there with LeBron and the Lakers. LeBron 66, Lakers 66, LeBron James 66, King in Jewish gematria is 66. We also have 21 date numerology, Lakers 21. We got this 46 date numerology, which we'll talk about. We've seen a lot of King James Bible riddles this year. There's another one on the board for this game. Psalm 46, the most interesting psalm in all of the King James Bible. The one where the 46th word is shake and the 46th word from the end of the psalm is spear. What's interesting is the Wizards can fall to 7-7 at home with a loss, like how DC's on the 77th meridian, or they can prove to 8-6. Washington Wizards equals 86 in the most pure cipher. The Wizards with the win would also get their 12th win of the season over Los Angeles. Los Angeles 37 in the most pure cipher, the 12th prime, so fitting team to get the 12th win against. The Lakers with a win would improve to 8-7 tonight on the road. Lakers would improve to 8-7 on the road with a win tonight. James equals 87. They could also fall to 7-8 on the road with a loss. Scottish Rite equals 78. King James, the Scottish Rite Freemason, the Scottish Rite headquarters in DC. If the Lakers did pick up their 8th road win, what's interesting about that is 8 has gematria 49 like Washington. The Lakers could also get their 19th win of the season. And when you write out 19, it has gematria of 86 and 130. Washington Wizards equals 86. Washington equals 130. The season began October 16th. This game comes 61 days later. 61's the 18th prime. Washington, D.C. equals 61. The Lakers could stay at 18 wins on this day. This is going to be the 192nd regular season game. The Lakers lead 118-73, meaning they have a 45-game lead. If the Lakers won today, they'd take a 46-game lead on a date with 46 numerology. And notice they'd get their 119th regular season win. King James Bible equals 119. Psalm 46, that very special psalm from the KJV. With regards to the Lakers being on 118 wins, this is at the conclusion of last season. These teams have not met with LeBron on the Lakers. But it's very interesting the Lakers were at 118 wins. Again, Los Angeles, California is 118. In English extended, Los Angeles, California is 647, which is the 118th prime number. And Los Angeles is also on the 118th meridian west. Earlier this year, the Lakers fell to 11-8. With regards to the 119 thing, I have never measured from Lonzo Ball's birthday for a game, but yesterday LeBron and Lonzo Ball became the first Lakers to have 2 triple-doubles in the same game since 1982, 36 years ago. Today's game happens to be 1 month and 19 days after Lonzo Ball's birthday. 1 month and 19 days. Kind of like 119, kind of like how the Lakers can pick up their 119th win. The last time these teams played was November 9th. The Lakers did not win that day. The Wizards did. And that game was in Washington. Again, I want to talk about the Wizards being at 73 wins. That's the 21st prime number. Lakers equals 21. Today's date also has 21 numerology. 21 numerology. From the last time they played, which was last season, that game was 1 year, 1 month, and 7 days ago, or a span of 1 year, 1 month, and 8 days. Kind of like 118. Like how they kept him at 118 wins on November 9th. The game was also 402 days ago, or a span of 403. These teams will play again in Los Angeles this year on March 26th. That's exactly 100 days later. Wizards equals 100, just using the alphabetic order. Wizards 100, so it's noteworthy. If you count the playoffs, the Lakers lead 122-75 all time. That means the Lakers lead by 47 all time. That means if they lost today, they would lead by 46 all time. The Lakers would on this date with 46 numerology. All time, the Wizards are 52-50 at home against the Lakers. That includes their meeting in the playoffs once upon a time. LeBron is 30-18 against the Wizards all time. He's plus 12. If he lost today, he'd be 30-19, plus 11. Remember, today has that 66 date numerology. 66 is the 11th triangular number. This will be his 49th game against Washington. Washington equals 49. LeBron is 7-3 in his last 10 against the Wizards. The Lakers' next game is against the Nets. This one's really tight, so I had to start looking at the next games. The Lakers' next game is against the Nets. Nets have that gematria of 13. If the Lakers lost to the Wizards today, and their next game, which is their last game of their road trip to the Nets, they'd be at 13 losses on the season. They'd become 18-13 before they traveled back home, the land of LA. LA 13. And it would make sense for the Lakers to pick up their 13th loss against the Nets because Nets is 13. Also, the Nets currently have 12 wins. They play the Hawks today. The Hawks have one of the worst records in the league. Very possibly the Nets beat the Hawks at home. If the Nets won today, they'd have 13 wins on the season, and then their next game would be against the Lakers. LA does equal 13-14. So start looking down the road to look for some clues here for what might happen today, just because this narrative's tight. Here's another thing that's interesting looking down the road. With a Wizards win over the Lakers, they would have an opportunity to get, the Wizards would have an opportunity to get their 13th win over the Hawks, December 18th, 2018. That's a date with 41 numerology. 41's the 13th prime, and Atlanta Hawks equals 41. So for these things to play out, the Wizards have to win today, and starting to think that might be how it goes. You know, the Lakers are on a road trip here. They're far away from home. They're at the end of the road trip. Historically in the NBA, when teams are on road trips, they lose some games that they shouldn't. You know, on paper, the Lakers shouldn't lose this game. If the Lakers have to wait to get their 19th win until they're back in the West, here's an observation about that. West equals 67, King equals 67. 67, the 19th prime. The Lakers will be back in the West after 2 more road games, Wizards and then Brooklyn. And my advice on this game is to lay off, because I mean there are some riddles on the board here for the Lakers to win, but I am leaning towards the Wizards. I mean, if you really got to bet on a game, I would take the Wizards in this one. They're probably a little bit better payout anyway. I think I just thought of one more thing. I think Wizards also have this gematria of 37. So 37 is the 12th prime. And the Lakers could get their 12th loss against the Wizards as well. And the Wizards their 12th win. You know. So there's enough numbers on the board to make me favor the Wizards, but there's too many numbers that could potentially go in the Lakers' favor for me to be super confident about it. So if the Lakers do pull out the win, I'm going to start measuring from Lonzo Ball's birthday in these games too. He needs to play better for the Lakers to be something. So we'll leave it there for today, Truth Seeker. Be back with the Nets Decode very soon. Until next time.